I saw the clips because again, I don't really watch Plaqueboymax. I'm aware of who he is, but I saw the clips of Fivio Foreign and Lil TJay. People been getting on Lil TJay head, been saying he like bro, people been clouded Lil TJay, bro. Like more than Fivio, but Fivio he's looking real weird here too. So a little backstory on this: Plaqueboymax invited some people, which again I watched his video on him explaining the same the situation here. So Plaqueboymax said that Fivio and Lil TJay weren't even supposed to be there. They weren't the original people. He said he was inviting Trippie Redd and another person. And Plaqueboymax is in the Airbnb. He's not in his own home. He's in the Airbnb right now. So one of the rules in the Airbnb is no smoking. Plaqueboymax said he tried to smoke and the fire alarm went off and it wouldn't go off. And it was on for like 3 hours. So he was like, nah, like nobody can smoke. So you know how it is with these rappers, bro. They always gotta bring an entourage. So Fivio and Lil TJay came. Lil TJay was really the problem because he brought like hella people. Plaqueboymax said only 2 of the guys that were in there were his own people, but everybody else was Fivio and Lil TJay's people. But anyways, Plaqueboymax didn't really have a problem with anybody. He was like, it's cool, but my one rule is, hey, y'all can't smoke in here. And apparently Lil TJay and Fivio ignored it, and probably some other people there too. And you know, the clip that went viral was Fivio allegedly blowing smoke into Plaqueboymax's face and just ugly disrespecting him. So this is, you know, been some people saying it's been blown out of proportion, but it's become news, and Fivio has responded to the situation. So let me go ahead and see this because I have not watched this yet.
I guess it's still be time, right? That I wasn't even going to really like address this shit for real. But I feel like it wouldn't be fair. Cause I can't let Max do this shit. I can't let Max do this shit. So let's start. I walks in the B&B. You know the fucked up part about it is? Y'all only watch the clips that come out. When we walked in the B&B, when I walked in with TJay, the first thing Max said to TJay was, the first stream I've ever watched was you and Aiden Ross. I swear to God, go rewatch it. I swear to God, they was cool. Everybody was cool with each other. They played the song me and 41 of them just made. We did a dance. We bust a dance to it. I ain't even know it was no weird vibes or nothing. I guess the chat must have said something to Max.
I want to go try to get you in a row.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when he was like, yo, you know, I'm gonna have to end the stream. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, so this is part 2, right? Let me let y'all know before we get to the blunt situation, how shit was going. And
all right, so just to catch up because I got kind of lost. So this is part 2 of him trying to explain. So Fivio is allegedly trying to say that the vibes were cool at first, and then all of a sudden Plaqueboymax started quote unquote tripping, and he was talking about, I need to turn the stream off. So Fivio is trying to insinuate that it wasn't the smoking situation that derailed everything. It was something that happened, which again he might explain, he might not here, but he's saying it's something else that tipped Plaqueboymax off. He was like, I'm gonna cut the stream off. So let's continue here.
one of the things I seen a lot was I ain't dapped the nigga when I was leaving. First of all, y'all don't even really know the type of tension that was there. So I'm trying to get niggas out. I know my power and I know, you know, what, you know what I'm saying, my strength, right? So I'm trying to disqualify all situations because I fuck with the Max nigga. I would have never came to the stream if I didn't. So I'm like trying to think about the fastest way out the door. I'm not thinking about giving nobody a pound. I just gave everybody pounds when I left the first time. I just came back. I just left the first time. So don't take the pound as you know what I'm saying? Like my mind is somewhere else. Like let's all leave because niggas is saying don't smoke. The niggas that like to smoke and you know what I'm saying?
Which I will give Fivio some bail here. If it was my situation, you know, I obviously they're holding Fivio and TJay accountable here. Like again, your entourage that's going to be a product of you. So if the situation was, hey, like y'all are smoking in here, y'all need to get up out of here if y'all want to smoke. then yeah, I would probably be the same way. I'm trying to do the Irish exit. I ain't trying to, dap anybody up. I'm trying to get people out there the fastest way possible so I can de-escalate any type of tension. So I do agree with that if that was Fabio's actual motive here.
And I didn't want nobody to feel disrespected. All parties. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, we out.
What up, Syke? Okay. I mean, if that's a true explanation, then I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But the main situation was, and Plaqueboymax, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if y'all saw the stream. What up, Maggots? I don't know if y'all saw the stream or not from beginning to end, because again, the clips do tell only one part of the story. We do lose a lot of context, but Plaqueboy should have said from the beginning. And again, I don't know when the timeline was of Plaqueboymax smoking to figure out, hey, I can't smoke in here, to everybody coming in here on this stream, but I would assume it happened before. It definitely sounded like it happened before, because Plaqueboymax wouldn't tell everybody, hey, y'all can't smoke, if he didn't find out himself that he can't smoke on an Airbnb. So Plaqueboymax should have taken upon himself, because can you dealing with any type of rappers, even if Fivio and Lil TJay didn't come, and you only brought in 41 and Trippy Red, wouldn't you tell them that, like, hey, my one rule, if nothing else, is to not smoke? Did you not let them know beforehand? I get it. It's a lot of people here. It's a lot of tension. They were unscheduled guests. I do understand how that goes. When you have unscheduled guests, bro, you don't know what's about to happen. So I'm not going to put too much accountability on Max, but you got to put some. Because again, if he didn't let them know that from the jump, of course, they're rappers and goons. They're gonna do whatever they want, and they smoke, bro. They smoke. So if that was one of your main concerns, hey, I'm not trying to get in trouble, I'm not trying to mess up the stream, then I gotta put a little bit on Max that, hey, you should have just nipped that in the bud before anybody even stepped through the door, bro. That's what you got to do. So again, I'm not saying it's Max's fault, because it's definitely not, but they would be disrespectful too, because if you ignored his request initially, then yeah, y'all are also in the wrong, bro. Y'all shouldn't do that. Right? Y'all gotta respect this man's Airbnb. You gotta respect this stream, and that's really my opinion on it, bro. You gotta respect it. At least Fivio trying to yeah, TJay just being a weirdo. TJay definitely just being a weirdo. Yeah, I do give to Fivio. At least he's trying to explain his side of the story. And it seemed like it ain't really no beef going on here. But I did see a particular tweet about Fivio, which let's see if he got it here. Yeah, he said, but anyway, LA is on fire and you worried about your Airbnb. Of course. Like, I don't like when people do this. It's very disingenuous. Like, don't put things going on right now, like current events, to try to like dismiss you from what you and TJay did. I get what you're trying to say, but nah, this ain't the time. This ain't the time and the place, homeboy. He said, NY education left a kid behind. Like, yeah, bro, like that's messed up. I get what he's trying to say. Oh man, like it's worse things to worry about, but he ain't worried about that right now, and y'all ain't worried about that. They ain't got nothing to do with y'all right now. So nah, let's bring it back to what you did and your part of the situation. Like, come on, man. Come on. So it's, yeah. That's what Fivio said on it. So that's where we at right now. Fivio explained his side of the story. Max explained his side of the story, and apparently Max is going to get some security next time he has a situation. But ain't it what it is, man. That's the life of a streamer when you're dealing with entertainers, rappers, all that stuff, man. You're gonna get a situation like this. So when the streaming world is super colliding with the rap world, and you're gonna get a lot of these situations. They didn't even pay attention to why Max. Yeah, they didn't. Let's say it was just ignoring and mad disrespect. Ignoring and mad disrespect there. So yeah, so that's where we're at. That is where we're at.